as far Magic City is what you're like super well known for. You're kind of the face of Magic City.
You can say that.
In my opinion.
Thank you.
You know. So tell us how you ended up there in Atlanta. Because you're from Philly.
I'm from Philly. I was just at a point in my life where I felt like I needed change. I felt like I needed to not even start over, but just continue on in another city.
Okay.
Step my game up a little bit. And
so you left from Philly and went straight to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like the affiliates, like DJ Drama.
Yeah. Shout out to Drama. Shout out to Germantown. But not really. I wasn't a stripper. Mm-hmm. I had quit. I had quote unquote retired. I was bartending.
When you were in Philly?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I had been bartending for about 2 years. And I planned on going to Atlanta and continuing on with the bartending.
Okay.
But I had a friend that was
Atlanta's not the place to go if you want to quit stripping.
I mean, I wanted to bartend at a strip club.
Oh, okay, at a strip club, right.
Yeah, I mean, because this, the money is like almost the same, if not more. So
Wait, the money bartending is almost the same?
In the strip club? Hell yeah.
As being a dancer?
My bartender gets $1,000 tips on a regular.
Shit.
I could dance for one person all night long and make $1,000 from him, and she can have one customer that will give her $1,000 tip. These men are coming in there getting $10,000, $15,000 ones at a time, $10,000, $15,000 worth of alcohol at a time. You don't think they tipping the bartender?
Now, what's the criteria to be a bartender? In Magic City, you have to be just as sexy though as the dancers?
Yeah.
Yes or no?
You have to have a certain je ne sais quoi about you, but all of our bartenders don't look like dancers. They're pretty,
right.
but they don't look like dancers. Like body-wise.
All right,
anyway,
so go ahead.
So I had a friend, Montana. Shout out to Cream Cartel. She had been traveling back and forth from Philadelphia to Atlanta dancing at Magic City. So she's like, when I decided to move down there, she was like, well, I'll go with you, since I hadn't been there. I had only been there to visit one time, like 5 years prior.
Right.
And for a very short period of time. But I had family down there, and I just really was looking to get away. So we got there, and she went to Magic City, and she was, worked a couple nights, and they were having an amateur contest that Wednesday. And she's like, you should do it. And I'm like, man, I don't dance no more. I haven't danced in 2 years. I'm rusty. And she's like, bitch. Right.
And you had a background in dance already.
Right. I spent all of my childhood years since the age of 3 taking professional dance classes, jazz, tap, and ballet, as well as interpretive dancing and a little bit of hip-hop. Then I moved on to high school as a dance major at Franklin Learning Center, and took dance as a major there. And then that's when I got pregnant with my daughter and my dancing stopped.
Okay.
But so back to the Magic City thing, I did the amateur contest, and I won.
Shit.
And, I was so scared. My heart, I'll never forget this day. My heart was beating so fast. I was so nervous because here I am, 115 pounds, still a 34A. This is way before the boob job. And, I'm this little skinny light-skinned girl with frizzy hair. And these girls is like bang, boom, pow, just thick and ass everywhere. And they all dancing to lean with it, rock with it, and all of this stuff that I hadn't heard ever. I had no idea of what this Southern music was about. So I'm like, I don't even know what to dance to, how am I going to fit in? So I spoke to the DJ, and I told him, you know what? He's like, well, what do you dance to at home? At these white clubs that you worked at? Because I've only worked in white clubs before this. And I'm like, shit, Michael Jackson, Prince, Janet, Tina Marie. So he's like, all right, I got you. So I get on stage, and he plays Wanna Be Starting Something by Michael Jackson.
Oh, shit.
Mama say, mama.
They don't play that in Magic City now.
Oh, my God. No, they don't. But I got up there, and I just got in my zone. There you go.
Oh, sit down, Gigi. Sit down.
I'm not about to shake it. So I got up there and I got in my zone. And people hear me say in my zone a lot on Twitter. And that's just when I'm just feeling the music and I'm not really seeing what's going on around me. And I'm just letting my body interpret how I feel and how this music is making me feel. And I'm putting a little razzbazz on it and I'm showing off. And I just did that.
So winning the amateur contest, what did you win?
I won, I think it was $500 plus tips. I know I ended up leaving there with over 1,000. I think it was $1,400 I left there with. And
we gotta work 2 weeks at series
before I even won, after my segment, after my little show, I sat on a couch in Big Madge, which I didn't know who this man was that walked up to me at the time. He walks up to me and he's like, what's your story? Do you live here? Do you work here? What's your name? I need you working in my club. Can you work for me? And I just was like, I don't dance anymore. I just did this for the money. I just moved here, and I don't have a job. And he's like, well, what do you do? And I'm like, I bartend. And he was like, well, I won't hire you as a bartender, but I will hire you as a dancer. Think about it.
Ultimatums. And it ain't easy to get a job in Magic City.
It's not easy.
We're going to talk more about that. 888-SHADE-45 is the number. Call us up. GiGi Maguire from Magic City is here with us this morning.